Nazi regime was channeling something to develop technology, why wouldn't they be integrating those things together now, right?
No, exactly. So when we see this, a lot of the technology that we have in NASA, the CIA, the NSA, all these different technologies are rooted and kind of stemmed out from a lot of this Nazi technology that we had brought over during this time, post World War II, and everything has kind of flowed out from that. And so when we're looking at this, I'm like, okay, so you've got quantum computing that allegedly, according to all the research that I can find, and again, it's a deep dive. I could send over some of the stuff that I've found, but I think that we would be accessing a spiritual level. You'd be probably demonic technology, access to demonic beings. And so what does that actually mean? Well, a lot of the information that we'd be able to generate that would allow AI to become self-learning would be coming probably from demonic intelligence. So what does that mean when you start talking about implanting a brain chip that's using super intelligence? Elon Musk calls it super intelligence. Well, maybe it's actually demonic intelligence. So if you implant one of these chips in your brain, that you're connecting your brain to the internet, your brain to artificial intelligence. Elon has already said that he'll have the ability to erase your memories and replace them with new ones, which is absolutely terrifying. But I think we could also be setting ourselves up, if you believe in this from a Christian perspective, massive demonic possession to a certain degree, where demonic intelligence has control over your mind. And it's interesting because I've done a show for years with Karen Kingston, who's a Pfizer whistleblower. We dive deep into AI and and she brings all the receipts and all the patents and all that kind of stuff. But we talked about one time that this combination of human biology with technology, and especially when we're talking about AI and quantum computing, this would be the first time in world history, going all the way back to Genesis 6, when you dealt with the Nephilim, that you would have human biology combined with something else, something other than human biology. And so this is almost a reincarnation of Genesis 6, where you had the combination of the fallen angels with human beings creating the Nephilim, but now they're facilitating it with technology. And it's crazy when you think about it. Everybody's like, Jeff, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. What the heck? What's going on? And I'm like, all the evidence is pointing to this. And so, all I can do is continue to research and sound the alarm as best as I can. But it's terrifying when you start diving into the science behind what they're actually trying to accomplish.
Yeah, before we get out of these waters here, yesterday I was also discussing deeper possibilities with the spiritual aspects of this. And I had said that, so if God created man in his image, and God is flawless and perfect, and man didn't turn out that great, we're pretty much a shit show right now, but now we're trying to create something in our image. What does that mean for our creation here? What is that behavior going to be like? Well, we can already see it's displaying signs of deception. They're lying to us. They have self-preservation, trying to avoid being turned off. I heard a experiment that these developers were doing with the Sims game, creating some kind of AI agents that would mimic humanity in different ways, and they did, but they did it in horrible ways. They started making fake religions, starting wars, killing people. So is this what we have to look forward to when it comes to AI, is that we've created some sort of demonic intelligence?
Yeah, I would argue yes. And even if you take out the demonic side of things, because again, everybody would be like, Jeff, you're crazy talking about this. Okay, let's take out the demonic side of things, right? Human beings are imperfect. We've been imperfect since the beginning of time. Everybody's like, no, we're all sinful, fallen human beings that are messed up and have warped views